Hello and welcome, my dear friends. Welcome to another episode where I share with you my flea market vintage finds. This time it's been several weeks since my last video, and you can see that all my desk is full of items. And probably I've recently started a channel dedicated to my flea market vintage finds, but on the pen collectors channel I will focus the first part of this video. I will dedicate it to the writing instruments and paraphernalia stuff related to writing instruments, and at the last part of the video I will show you my other non-related to writing instruments vintage finds. So for the first part of the video, I think you should watch on the Pen Collectors channel, and if you are interested in my other finds, check out my other channel, Flea Market Vintage Finds. So let me start by telling you that some of these items were bought at my local flea market fair, and there is an entrance fee to that flea market, my local flea market in Brașov, Romania, and that entrance fee is 3 leis, or approximately 0.60 euros, or 0.67 US dollars. So this is the entrance fee, and I found on that flea market, let me start with this little box. It is a wooden box. It is branded Air Mendeley, and it contains quite a simple pen, which has also this theme of wood, branded Air Mendeley, and let me show it to you. So this is a fountain pen with a simple nib, iridium point, Germany, and it is a cartridge filler. Well, let me tell you, I paid for this fountain pen and its interesting, elegant presentation box only 5 leis, guys, at my local flea market. Let me put this aside over here. So 5 leis, or the equivalent of €1 or 1.11 US dollars. Okay. And let me show you the other finds of today. So I found from the same seller as that wooden box, I found this interesting Omas box. Unfortunately, no fountain pen in it. Omas Alma Mater Studiorum. I believe that this was a special edition from the late 1980s, celebrating the University of Bologna for celebrating I don't know, celebrating some centuries of existence. I don't know the exact details, but what is interesting is the fact that I found right over here the leaflet. So let me show you the leaflet of Omas. So this is the pen, and the front pages of most important chapter in history of writing instruments were written in 1919, when Armando Simoni created the first fountain pen. Omas, the company he established, has been manufacturing fine writing instruments for 69 years. The faceted Omas fountain pen has been a classic for 55 of those years. To celebrate the 19th anniversary of the foundation of Bologna University, Omas has crafted a special version of this 12-faceted fountain pen. It will be dedicated to the learned, the scientists, and all professional people from now and the future. Omas of Bologna are proud to be able to present their masterpiece to the very cradle of learning. So this is the leaflet, guys. Also this right over here. I believe it's the warranty, and another leaflet, this leaflet over here. And I was fortunate enough to buy this box for 5 lays, or only €1, or 1.11 US dollars. Let me put this aside. And I know that I've said that the first video will be focused on writing instruments, but I think that also this little notepad is quite interesting because it's from Prada, and you can see here Prada Milano, handmade in Italy. And also for this beautiful leather notepad, or notepad sleeve, I paid only 5 lays, or the equivalent of €1, or 1.11 American dollars. And let me put this aside. And now for other interesting fountain pen related stuff. I have here a very old book, and it's written in Romania fine writing. This is actually a very old school manual for fine writing. It's from the 1930s. It's not in a good state, guys. Let me tell you what I paid for it, and after that I will share with you its content. So I paid 70 lays, or the equivalent of 14.03 euros, or 15.58 American dollars. And let me share it with you guys. So this is the first page. It's quite in a rough condition, and let me put it right here. This is the second page. I will try to show it all to you guys. So different techniques of writing back then, commercial writing or for accountant writing. It's quite interesting. Okay, it has also some advertising from that period. Look at this. Let me show you the ending of it. So this is actually, it contains some interesting writing back then, document writing, and some advertising. Let me show you the advertisements, some monographies, and this is the advertising. And as I told you, 1934, guys. Quite a nice book. Maybe I overpaid for it being in this condition, but it will be a great opportunity for me. I will start some series of deep pen writing, because this, you can see, this is nib from a deep pen. Back in the 1930s, the fountain pens fitted with gold nibs were quite expensive, and school people back in those days, they learned how to master the deep pen. So let me put this old manual aside, and let me continue with my other fountain pen related stuff. So I have here a wonderful box. Speaking about deep pens, this is a deep pen box containing some nibs for deep pens. Schoneken, Berlin, Leipzig. A wonderful piece. It contains some 63A extra fine nibs, and I will show one of them to you. Let me see this one. So you can see written on it, engraved on it, we have Schoneken 63A extra fine and bone. A wonderful piece. I paid for the box and its content around 80 lays, or the equivalent of 15 euros or 16 American dollars. Okay, let me put this aside here. And for the next one, I bought it as a lot, and you can see this Rustica, this one, and the Pelican box, and this one. So the four items, this one, this one, this one, and this one, I bought it as a lot. Let me tell you what I paid for them. I paid 250 lays, or the equivalent of 50.10 euros, or 55.63 US dollars. And let me start with this box. It's a box of pencils, Kohinoor LC Hardmoth, and it's a metallic box. It contains this interesting two-sided Faber-Castell Cosmograph copier, and some Kohinoor mines, HB mines. So this I will put aside. I also bought this interesting Heitzer and Blackheart Nitora. They contain some nibs. Let me show them to you. They are in this pack, and I believe they are gold plated, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are gold plated nibs. They all have this oh no, this is a Shonaken nib. So among them are also Shonaken nibs, but these are the nibs. This X, quite nice. They are all gold plated, guys. So this. I also have the nibs from Rustica, Brause and Company, Rustica Iselhorn. Quite nice. Also gold plated, I believe they are. Let me see. Yes. Some writing in German. Let me show you also one of the nibs. So this is it, with that rooster, which was the logo of this company. And I also have this Pelican bakelite box. It's for a typewriter, but this is, I have actually a large collection, look of them right over there, but actually this is the first bakelite box that contains its original let's say typewriter ribbon. This is it, guys. So I paid for the last four items around 250 lays, and now let me show you another box of pencils from Faber-Castell. It has an interesting mechanism of opening, so you have to push here and here, and it reveals some interesting Faber-Castell pencils, different colors. I paid for this 50 lays, or the equivalent of 16.03 euros, or 17.80 US dollars. And I will continue because I'm down to the last items. I bought a really nice looking pencil holder. So quite nice. It's made out of wood. It has this lacquer. It has those floral motifs. It opens like this. And I bought this and this wooden desk stand. It is quite nice. So I paid for both of them 477 lays, including the shipping cost to my address, because I bought them on a Facebook group, so not a flea market vintage find, but I consider it also a find. And I paid 477 lays, or the equivalent of 95.59 euros, or 106.14 dollars. So I showed you this pencil holder, but let me show you this wonderful stand for my desk. And I have here a drawer, And what is more interesting is this container here. It looks like a bread container, but it's quite nice. So a miniature wooden desk stand, which I like a lot. And now the last items. I don't know, I definitely they are not related to the fountain pen world, but this is a picture, an old picture, and you can hold it in your desk. It has a general on it, but this is not a simple photograph. Actually, it contains something rather interesting right over here, and I hope I can show it to you. It is a stamp, and I'm not so sure what is written over here, but definitely a nice piece, a novelty piece, and I did not pay a large sum of money for it. I believe that this is like a museum piece. I paid only 100 lace for it, or 20.04 euros, or 22.25 US dollars. And now, guys, for my last find, let me show you a beautiful record player. It is quite lovely, and it was made by Philips in Holland in the 1970s. Is the 308 model, and the only problem with this particular record player is it doesn't have the alimentation cord, and it lacks that rubber band that operates the little electric engine, and actually it plays 33 and 45 records. It's quite in a good state. This was made in the 1970s, guys, and I paid for it only 100 lace, so this was a great find, or the equivalent of 20.04 euros, or 22.25 US dollars. And I paid for it this sum because, like I told you, it wasn't tested. But believe me, this is like a tractor, is well built, and I will make it work, guys. So this was my latest flea market vintage finds. Tell me what you think about it, guys. I want to wish you to have a wonderful day wherever you are. And God bless you all, my dear friends. Bye bye.